So Amber, you said the perennial soil looks different because it's not disturbed as much. So what is it about tillage, 6, 8 inches, whatever, that changes the characteristics of that top layer?
So in the tillage, your idea is to introduce oxygen. You do that by breaking up those aggregates.
Right.
So when you break those up, the microbes and the organic matter were getting to work, like putting things together and segregating things and making some of those. And then you broke that up. So now it's got to start again.
Oh, okay.
And particularly if you do it in wet conditions, that can be damaging. Wet conditions can cause more smearing and more damage because that's the point at which the soil is the weakest. I'm sure you've like jumped on a wet soil and it just squished. And so that's because the structural integrity is not there.
Right. But ironically, we can still produce 250 bushel corn with tillage. Right?
Yes. So there's additional pieces of like oxidizing the organic matter and assorted things that are going into that interaction besides just that.
How much fertilizer and all the weather and all that stuff.
Well, and so this was a bank of organic matter that was developed from the prairie, living and dying and living and dying and living and dying. And because it's wet, there's less decomposition. So we have this bank of organic matter going into it, and we're introducing more oxygen, which means there's more decomposition, and so more nutrients can come out of that. But if we want to keep that soil carbon or organic matter in the soil, we have to work harder now because there's more opportunity to break it down.
Right. So with synthetic anhydrous ammonia, for example, we're introducing more even more than the organic soils could produce, right? We're supplementing so that the corn can have those great yields.
So we're introducing additional N. We've had corn, or have corn hybrids that are particularly reactive to nitrogen or responsive to nitrogen.
Right.
That is changing all kinds of things that wouldn't have naturally been cycling in the soil.
Right.
So we're modifying that.
Right.
Whereas your perennial system or your alfalfa are not interacting in the same way.
Right. Thank you.